goals does work, but only if you stick to it. So every day, no matter what your goal is, do something towards the goal. Whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it doesn't matter. Whether it's just deciding, let's say it's a diet goal, whether it's just deciding that today I'm just not going to eat that chocolate bar, I'm going to have, I don't know, an apple or a pear instead. Or today, even though it's my day off and I'm tired, if it's a fitness goal, I don't fancy going to the gym for ages and ages, so I'm just going to walk or for 5 minutes, or I'm going to do some Pilates or a bit of yoga, but whatever it is, just do something every day towards your goal. So if it's to do with your career, let's say you want to learn something, listen to a podcast, read, a few pages of a book, write a little bit, just so that you stay on focus. Successful people do something every day. There was that athlete who they even train on Christmas Day, and you don't have to go mad doing any of these things. Some days you do more than others, but if you stay on track and stay on focus every day, that's where you're going to be really making a difference. Now, when you're talking about diet, for example, I really want you to think about your narrative. I'm very big on narrative. You'll start to get that impression. So when you're telling yourself that sweets, this is a treat, you really need to try and learn to rewire that. Because if you're thinking it as a treat, your mind is instantly thinking, yay, this is a treat, I'm going to have a treat, ooh, when actually sugar is poison. So I was heavily addicted to sugar, like really bad actually. And I just couldn't have, maybe some of it was laziness, to be fair, but I couldn't just have, if there's chocolate in the house, I'd eat that rather than make myself a meal. And I did this for years and years and years. And I think because I've always been quite slim, you kind of think, oh, it's not really a problem, but it really is. But for me, what's helped me is to think that is poison. Every time I look at a cake or a chocolate bar now, even though I like to stuff my face in it, so it will hit me, less so now, I just think that's poison, and that has helped me. And the other thing is to think of the word treat differently. If you tell yourself that, you could save up that money and and buy a nice massage or go somewhere nice, if your treat is a really luxurious bath, or a really nice restaurant, or like I said, a massage or a spa treatment, or I don't know, going to a nice place, or change your narrative of treat, and change your narrative of if you do fall off wagon, whatever you want to call it. Let's say you had that chocolate bar, fine, you've had it, move on. You haven't ruined the whole day and giving yourself carte blanche to go and eat 10 of them because you've eaten one and sport that day. No, you didn't. You just, that will take a couple of hours to come up your system. Move on. Counteract it. If you've eaten something bad, counteract it with something positive, something healthy. Have some greens or something like that. And like and that's a really good technique actually. If you are going to say you're going to go for a cream tea with your friends, make some little choices, but also counteract it. If that's been a bad lunch, then have something quite good for supper, or kind of maybe do this fasting thing. Obviously consult your doctors and all that kind of thing. So if you're changing your word treat, for me treats now mean like I said, a really luxurious bath, or having a massage, or making time for some friends, or I see I've got my favourite place to walk the dogs, and that the trees there were planted in the 1860s, and it resonates with me. It soothes my soul. It just does. I just feel right once I've been there. And not that I don't feel right normally, but if it's been stressful or anything, but to me that's my treat. I go there and I just really absorb the environment and everything, and sometimes I'm walking around and closing my eyes and I think I'm going to trip over in a minute, so open your eyes. So I just think that I've changed my narrative. No longer do I see the chocolates and cakes as treats, and therefore I see them as poison, and therefore it's helped me to not succumb really with my career. You know, it's Sunday, it's Sunday and it's just gone 3 o'clock, and you know, I'm committed to doing this because I want to sort of take my workings to a wider audience. I'm very successful one-to-one, and it would be nice to help people that can't afford to come to see me or can't reach me. And also for people when they need a little recap, when they just, you know, we've been talking about, they get a lot of information one session, and sometimes it's nice that things are sort of, you know, they're able to sort of reference back. So yeah, so that thing of just keep at it no matter what, just a little bit each time. Every bit that you do is a bit that you've done that you don't have to do, sort of thing. So just keep going and going and going, and eventually you will achieve your goal. I am going to talk much more about how to set goals, but I really wanted you to start with this. If you're looking at like say a fitness goal, so you have your kind of view of the future, that maybe you want to lose a stone, I don't know, as an example, and it can feel overwhelming. It can feel kind of like, oh, am I ever going to get there? So what you do is you look at now. What are the changes I can make right now? What are the better choices I can make right now? If I'm craving that thing, that's old, I need to break these habits, which I'm going to help you to do in another thing about how to set goals, how to break their thought patterns and habits, and kind of look at where they've come from. I hope this has been helpful, and I hope you take away that inspiration to just, it doesn't matter, just do 5 minutes every day towards whatever goal it is you're trying to achieve.